Good morning, students. Welcome back to another week. So let's recall what we did in the previous weeks. What we started was basically with a rectangular prism. We found the surface area and the volume. So also we did for a triangular prism. We found the surface area and volume for a cylinder, for a cone. And what we have in today's class now is the surface area of a pyramid. And this is a last three-dimensional solid we are going to learn. So in today's class, we'll be learning about the surface area of a pyramid. So one thing which strikes to your mind when I use the word pyramid is absolutely, you're right. The thought was right. It reminds us of the Egyptian pyramids. And it also reminds us of Pharaoh. So Pharaoh is the word used in the history for a king or a queen. So we have here two kinds of pyramids we observe. One is with a square base, or sometimes a rectangle. We call it as a rectangular pyramid. And we have another kind of pyramid where we see the base as a triangle. This is called as a triangular pyramid. So let us get into the details about the pyramids in today's class. I hope you're all sound and safe at home. So let's learn the next concept. I want to share a screen for you here. Yes. Yeah, hope you all see the screen here. So today we'll be learning about the surface area and the volume of the pyramid, but let's focus in this video only about the surface area. So let me get into the class, into details. Look at the picture here. You're absolutely right. It is a pyramid. You see some people around here. So most often we find the pyramids in Egypt. We find some pyramids even in Mexico too. You see this is another kind of pyramid here. So these are all the real pictures taken. And you see here, pharaohs here. There is some kind of marriage or something going on. This is their jewelry. You see some pictures on the wall painted. You'll see it's a chair made of gold. And there are some gold blocks here. So they're all well known for the wealth. And you see the picture of King Tut, Pharaoh. Let's move forward. So that's how exactly a pharaoh looked like. We have a small history to know here. This slide says here that the Great Pyramid is the largest and most famous of the pyramids. It is located in Egypt near the Nile River. We call it as a gift of Nile. The pyramid was built for Pharaoh Khufu. So we call it as a Khufu pyramid. It is over 140 meters high and took 20 years to build. It's quite a long time, right? 20 years. It's a long time, and 140 meters high. The Sphinx stands in front of the pyramids in Giza. It has the body of the lion and the head of Pharaoh. So if you look at this is how this is called as Sphinx. It's right in front of the pyramid placed. Yeah, so Pharaoh, we have some few words here for vocabulary. We call it as Pharaoh. As I mentioned earlier, it's a king or queen of Egypt. Giza is a town in Egypt where you find these pyramids. Let's continue our process of learning. You see, when you look at the pyramid, in exactly it's netted with some faces with a base. So when I open up a pyramid, what exactly you see here is, you see, when I open up a triangular pyramid with a square base, it is called as a rectangular pyramid because the base is square. So when I open up, you see rectangles all around with the base as square for rectangular pyramids. And if the same thing is a triangular pyramid, you see a triangle at the base and you see only 3 faces all around. Because it is a square, we have 4 faces as triangles. So this is all about some basics of pyramids. So we have seen some pictures here. Pharaoh, Sphinx, there's a statue of a pharaoh. We have seen pictures of some pyramids which exactly exist on this day. And we learned something about a great pyramid which took 20 years, a very long time, to build them. And there's also something we need to know about it. The pyramids follow Fibonacci series. Okay, it's again the advanced math. So basically this formula was invented in India during the Vedic period. We call it as a Vedic math. So that's again a history. Let's move forward. So we have an example here for illustration. If you look at this figure here, you see a triangular pyramid. When I say triangular pyramid, the base is absolutely a triangle. And how many faces do we have all around? 3 triangular faces. Now observe these dimensions. We have the base as 9 inches and the height as 7 inches. Okay, we have similar triangles all around. When we look at the base, it is a triangle too, and each side of the base is 9, right? And the height of the base is 7.8 inches. So we have the height of the lateral faces as 7 inches. We have the height of the base of the triangle as 7.8 inches. So let's find the surface area. As I told you earlier, for the previous 3-dimensional solids, as the total surface area as the lateral surface area plus the area of the base. Now look at this. Now I'm taking each face. There are total 3 faces. Look at this triangle. You know the formula for a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. So we have 1/2. The base is, you see here, 9, and its height is 7 inches. So area of each face is 1/2 times base 9 inches and its height is 7 inches. Let's see how much it calculates to. 1/2 times 9 times 7 is 31.5 inches or square inches. And how many triangles do we have like this? 3 triangles, right? See, there's another one here and there's another one. So there are 3 lateral faces. Each of them are triangles, each measuring an area of 31.5 square inches. So let me calculate. So area of 3 lateral faces. So these 3 triangles is 3 times each 31.5. So 3 times we add them, or we say 3 times 31.5. That is going to be, calculates to 3 times 31.5, and it is 94.5 square inches. Yeah, we got the lateral surface area these three triangles. Okay, all are same with a base of 9 inches and a height of 7 inches. So 94.5. Now what we are left to find is the area of the base. Let's see. So area of the base, it's again a triangle. The same formula holds good. It is 1/2 times base times height. Look at this. So let us take this base here. So 1/2 times the base is 9. And what is the height of this base here? 7.8. So this is the height, 7.8. And it calculates to 35.1 square inches. So area of the base is 35.1 square inches. Now we are left with the last step. We found the area of the lateral faces. There are 3 triangles around and 1 triangle at the base because it's a triangular pyramid. Now we add them up. Let's add them. So the total surface area is going to be 94.5 square inches, the lateral surface area, plus the area of the base, which is 35.1. So that should give you a total of 129.6 square inches. So this is how we find the total surface area of a triangular pyramid. Now let's extend our learning to another kind of pyramid, what you see on the board here, which is a rectangular pyramid where the base is a square or a rectangle. That is the second case, second scenario. So that's the second illustration or the example here. Let's work on this. Okay, look at the figure here. The question says, what is the surface area of this rectangular pyramid? The word rectangular is used because there is a square at the bottom, right? In the earlier figure, you look at this, it was a triangle. That's why it is called as triangular pyramid. Let's look here. So again, I am doing the same thing here. Instead of 3 triangles around, we have now 4 triangles because the base has 4 sides. So the number of triangles around depends on the number of sides of the base. So we have 4 triangles all around. Again, we apply the same formula, 1/2 times base times its height. Look at this face. If you observe this triangle, the lateral surface, the lateral face here, the base is also 6 and also the height. So the base and height are same. So 1/2 times base, 6 times the height, 6. It's going to give you as 18 square inches. So like that, we have how many triangles? You're right. There are 4 triangles around. So I found it's 18, 18, 18, 18. Let me calculate area of the base now. So it's a square, obviously. So area of a square is the length times its width or the side times its side. So 6 times 6, that gives you 36. So area of the base or the lateral face, which is a square, it's 4 times. So these are the area of the 4 lateral faces, 18, 18, 18, 18. Okay, there are total 4 18s. So 4 times 18 gives you 72 square inches, the lateral surface area. And we have the base area, which is a square. We already found it as 36 square inches. So these are lateral faces, 18 times 4, that is 72. And the area of this base. So we are going to add up these 5 figures together. So that's going to give you total of how much? It's 72 plus 36. It's going to give you 108 square inches. So this is how you find the total surface area of a rectangular pyramid. As a student, you should have the knowledge of discrimination to compare and contrast. When you compare and contrast two figures, what is the similarity is we have the lateral faces as triangles in both of them. But what is the contrast in both the figures? In the first example and the second, you observe that the base is a triangle for a triangular pyramid and the base is a square for a rectangular pyramid. It is also a rectangle, okay? So this is what the similarity and difference. And also we use the formula for area of the triangle as 1/2 times base times height. Here we used the area of base as the length times the width or the side times the side. 6 times 6, that's 36. So this is all about the explanation of finding the total surface area of a pyramid. So for your assignment, I'm going to give you 4 questions to work, okay, on the similar pyramids. So I gave 2 questions, okay, I gave questions based on triangular pyramids. You see the third one is a triangular pyramid similar to the first question. And on your assignment sheet, you observe the 4th question, which is similar to the second question. It's a rectangular pyramid. Also, I gave you 2 more questions. So total, I gave you questions, 4 questions I gave you. You see, these 3 are rectangular pyramids, right? It is worked exactly like the second example. And the third question is exactly worked like the first one. So I wish as you observe the video, you're going to make a notes of these 2 different examples I worked on and complete your assignment sheets. I wish you good luck. Stay safe, stay at home. God bless you all. And I hope you will turn in your assignments on time within the due date. God bless you all. Have a good day.